They're out for revenge, and this time, Nottingham have had to come to Kingsholm. We join the game with Nottingham leading 3-0 through an early Hodgkinson penalty. Your commentator is Paul Dickinson.
And that's certainly an 8-man drive there, and there's a try. The scrum half took that ball, L.Gardner. The ball seemed to come popping out of the side of the scrum, and L.Gardner was very quick to pounce on the opportunity. The Gloucester forwards pushing, and L.Gardner just must have seen that ball pop out of the blind side of the Nottingham side of the scrum. T.Smith, who got 3 penalties last week against Wasps, and trying to extend Gloucester's lead. And he just curled that ball round sufficiently. So Gloucester go into a 3-point lead there, and T.Smith, a successful conversion. It's a chance for maybe the heavier Gloucester pack to think about pushing that Nottinghamshire pack backwards. Let's see if they hold it in. Dummy there from L.Gardner, and here go the Gloucester pack. It's picked up there, and the try is given. M.Teague waited until the very last minute, picked the ball up and drove over the line, and there was no stopping him. So here we see the Gloucester pack pushing their much lighter opponents 2-3 metres. Teague coming off the back of the scrum, and the Nottinghamshire pack have no chance of stopping him at that range. The ball goes to Guy Gregory for the dropout. Gary Parter released the ball early there to Steve Hackney. Steve Hackney tried to go inside, but it's cleaned up by Gloucester. And that's straight into the gap, with Derek Morgan chasing. And Guy Gregory it was who tidied the ball up there, but Nottingham very, very close to being caught out early in this second half. Simon Hodgkinson having a little laugh about it with T.Smith, but it was nearly Derek Morgan who caught them on the hop. Taken there by D.Spencer. Released by Peter Jones. Teague standing off. L.Gardner looping round. And Teague just failing to pick up the ball there. So again the Gloucester forwards on the rampage. Nottingham finding it very difficult indeed. L.Gardner taking off the back of the Nottingham scrum, inside to T.Smith. Gloucester forwards driving on. Richard Pascal there has it. And a try given. And that was D.Spencer. The Gloucester pack all over Nottingham very early in the second half. Here we see it again. Gloucester forwards piling in. There you saw Kevin Dunn, number 2, diving into them all. And number 6 it was who got the try. T.Smith to take the conversion attempt. This time no mistake. Curls it round beautifully for another 2 points. It takes Gloucester now to a 16-3 lead. L.Gardner for Gloucester ran very quickly, but Campbell got the ball out there through his 3/4. There's Steve Hackney into Simon Hodgkinson. Gathered up there by Nick Marmon for Gloucester. That was an excellent kick over the top of his head. So you see Simon Hodgkinson coming into the line in the wing position. Tries to step outside of Kasky. It was Marmont who placed that kick well up the field. Nearly taken cleanly there by Gray. Spencer thought he was away on a break, but some pushing the line out. And 15 minutes gone with Gloucester still in the lead, 16 points to 3. And Chris Gray, the captain, deciding that Simon Hodgkinson should try and close that gap. Chris Gray, voted by the All Blacks the best Scottish forward on the recent Scottish tour to New Zealand, having a fine season so far. Bit of hush asked from the crowd, and this time no problem, the flags go up, and so that closes the gap for Nottingham in the 16th minute. Gloucester still leading 16 points to 6. That might give his team a bit of encouragement. This time Teague lets it go. L.Gardner straight out to Hamlin. Hamlin misses out one centre, and T.Smith comes into the line, and that's Derek Morgan. Morgan goes outside. That was a great break. They missed out one centre. T.Smith came into the line. Straight out to Derek Morgan. Derek Morgan goes outside Hodgkinson, so he showed a bit of pace there, and across comes Stuart Potter just to push Derek Morgan into touch, but the line out now right on the Nottinghamshire line. And that was Chris Gray, who went up very, very high there, played the ball back to Chris Campbell, but maybe a bit of shoving in the line. So still only 5 metres from the Nottinghamshire line. L.Gardner to put in, Teague holding. This time we're going to see a repeat of the try in the first half, where the Gloucestershire forwards drove Nottingham back. Teague picked up and went over for his try. So it's still Teague holding. Nearly over the line, and Teague scores. It was that simple. 20 points to 6 for Gloucester, and that is an absolute copycat try from M.Teague. 29 minutes into the second half. Just watch here, the Nottingham forwards were being pushed all over the place. They were over the line, and all M.Teague had to do was pick up and drop over the line. So a second try there for M.Teague, the British Lion. It's T.Smith to see if he can add another 2 points to his team's total. Mixed fortunes this afternoon with 3 misses so far. And this time he's successful. That's a beautiful kick. So Gloucester increased their lead, 22 points to 6, and it has to be said that at this stage in the game they are dominating Nottingham. M.Teague doesn't have to push. The rest of his Gloucester forwards are doing that job for him. He just has to spot when they're over the line, and there you go. So Gloucester with possession. I'm sure Teague looking for another option there. Chris Campbell from Nottingham came round very quickly, but Gardner sent it out to Hamlin. Picked up there by Kasky. Kasky to Morgan. Morgan held by Stuart Potter. And there goes the final whistle. 22 points to 6. Gloucester win, and only their second victory in the league this season.